From McIntosh Stadium, it is the Soccer Down Here Games of the Week. It is the battle for the troops between friendly rivals, brotherly rivals as they call them. It is Starr's Mill and McIntosh. Girls game here at 5:45. The boys match will follow around 8 o'clock. A very special night here on campus. We'll get into that at halftime. A lot of things going on in between matches. And keep an eye on the social media at Soccer Down Here. We'll let you kind of see what's been going on as we get closer to 8 o'clock and shortly thereafter. Coming in, McIntosh with a record of 11-3-2. They are the region champs with a record of 4-0 in Region 3-5A. Starr's Mill coming into the match with a record of 11-5. They ran the table in their region play, Region 4 Quad A. So it's 11-5 coming to visit 11-3-2. For the visitors, for Starr's Mill, it's a 4-3-3. Their starting lineup. From the back, in net it is Addison Smith. Back line of 4, Kaylee McCoy. Callie McQuaid, who is girls hoops all-region as well, is playing on the back line for Starr's Mill. Riley Munoz and Adele Robbins. Midfield of Izzy Large, A.G. Morrison, who also is a two-sport star, and Lauren Gutshaw, who is team captain, and she'll be heading to Tennessee Chattanooga. Your three forwards up top, Mia Hargrove, Olivia Shaw, and Kendra Ivaska. For the home side, the Lady Chiefs of McIntosh, they are probably going to start in a 4-4-2. Saw them earlier this season in their win over Pacelli. Their starting lineup in net, it is Avery Heeb. Your back line of 4, it is Lainey Arnold at outside back. Olivia Golden also at outside back. London Diamantides, and also on the starting 11 is Mackenzie Simon. That's your back 4. Also in the middle, in your midfield, it's Natalie Idem. It is Taylor Oldham. It is Cassie Zenis. And it is Lainey Messer. Your two up top at forward are Charlotte Gorman and Emily Wagner. Thanks for hanging out with us. However you are accessing us this afternoon with these two rivals here, with Starr's Mill and with McIntosh. Really looking forward to this return visit here to McIntosh. Great crowd on both sides here for the girls' match, getting ready for the boys' match coming up in short order. Both of these teams plotting out their brackets, trying to figure out how things are going to work in season number 3, the postseason. And right now, both sides getting their pre-kick instructions from their head coaches. It is the coaching Kreitners for McIntosh. It is Luke and Casey Kreitner. Your head coach for Starr's Mill is John Bowen. And Starr's Mill has actually also brought in a couple of players from the JV, Emmy Breedall and Emily Daniel, that have contributed. So right now they've got a roster of 21. Catching up with Bowen before the match, he said that they've got a renewed focus on fitness, positivity, and maximum effort this year. They made a lot of strides, focusing on getting that 1% better each day, pushing each other to improve greater heights through competition and practice all season. On the flip side for McIntosh, lost 14 players from last season. So it is mostly a new team and a young team in the sense of players coming up, freshmen and sophomores getting minutes, and then new in the sense of starters. They've spent most of the season trying new formations, working on chemistry. Started with a 4-4-2. They could switch on game situations to a 4-3-3 for those of you who will be watching video and catching up with McIntosh in other ways on other networks in a video sense. So change of formation, a very, very young side, an experienced side at the beginning of the season, not playing as such right now, are the Lady Chiefs. And for Starr's Mill, once again, getting ready for the playoffs after running the table in Region 4 Quad A with a record of 7-0, challenging themselves early on, playing Harrison, then getting some big wins over Creekside, Maynard Jackson, and Carrollton. Ran the table with Ola. Then they had a bit of a challenging run with Chamblee and Walton with losses there, turning that around with wins over Whitewater, Riverdale, losing to Northgate in a non-region contest, beating LaGrange, beating Troop, knocking off Fayette County, then beating Trinity Christian and North Clayton to get to this match today. For McIntosh, so far this season, in their 16 matches, they've only given up 18 goals across the way. They've come in on a 3-game win streak. Those 3 wins over Drew in the midweek, and then knocking off Forest Park as well. They had a tie. Their one blemish on the year was the tie with Pace Academy at 1-1. Then before that, beating Harris County, beating Northside Columbus, beating Northgate, tying Whitewater at 3. Lost to Cambridge was the last time that they've lost a match this season. And that was back in February, on February 14th. There was a stretch where they did lose 3 of 4, losing to Chambly, then turning around, beating LaGrange in a non-region contest, then turning around, beating East Coweta, and then losing to East Coweta, then losing to Cambridge, then turning it around with the Pacelli match that was here on the SDH network, winning that one 3-0, then once again turning around, beating Woodward Academy, Whitewater, and getting the run in that they have right now with their 3 in a row. Offense has also been a part of Starr's Mill's pedigree this year. In their 16 matches, they've scored 90 goals, so it's about 5.5 a match on average. They've only given up 25 this season in 16 matches, so it's about 1.25 that they have given up this year. So Starr's Mill and McIntosh, that is the rundown for both of those teams as we await opening kick. McIntosh in their green tops, black shorts, green socks, and they will be traveling from left to right as you picture the match in your mind's eye. For Starr's Mill, the Panthers, they are in their road whites with black numerals, black shorts with white trim, white socks with black trim, and in the first 40 minutes, once again, they will be moving from right to left. A lot of activity on campus here this afternoon, so if you hear some other action going on in the background, there's baseball over at the baseball diamond just on the far side of the soccer field. Center F waiting for the okay from his AR. He motioned to the AR and was wondering what the holdup was. The AR didn't know what the holdup was. So you had 2 sets of palms going skyward as we're waiting here for the match to commence here on the girls' side here at the Battle for the Troops. AR here on the near side checking corner flags. He pulls his flag. Is in his right hand as he makes his way to about 20 yards on the near side of center line, and we are now underway. Once again, Starr's Mill and McIntosh. McIntosh, early pressure, winning possession. Briefly, it was McIntosh charging up the left-hand side. It's Mia Hargrove. Hargrove just shy of center line. On the ground looking for a target. Missed her intended target of Izzy Large, but Large stays in pursuit. Forces McIntosh's possession back about 20 yards through center circle. Pass intercepted, and you're going to get your first foul. And it's called on Cassie Zenis as she was trying to defend Kaylee McCoy for Starr's Mill. Panthers working quickly, trying to get a couple of passes connected into center circle. Ball popped up into the air, chested down, and it ends up rolling out, and it's going to be a throw for Starr's Mill about 10 yards or so just inside the attacking half. Once again, Starr's Mill trying to go for the switch. Mia Hargrove's pass wasn't there. It was picked off by McIntosh. Charging down the right-hand side, Emily Wagoner. Wagoner tries to get around Callie McQuaid. McQuaid stands her up so she can't duck inside the 18. Regains possession. Kick just shy of the penalty spot and cleared by Starr's Mill. Big launch from about 30, and it's 2 hops from Wagoner. Easily into the arms of Addison Smith, the keeper. Minute 45 seconds in, been a pretty packed 100 seconds so far. McIntosh with possession about 5 yards inside their attacking half on the left-hand side. You're going to get a foul call. Whistle on Kendra Ivaska. McIntosh debated starting quickly. Olivia Golden wearing the captain's armband this afternoon. She rolls the ball up to just about 10 yards inside the attacking half. Waits for the ball to stop rotation. Up into the air with the right. toward the top of the 18, headed down, but won back by McIntosh just as quickly. Natalie Idem. Zenes, on the right-hand side, bumped off the ball momentarily, regains possession. Back and forth with Idem and Zenes. Touched by Emily Wagoner. And watching it go out is Kaylee McCoy. It'll be a goal kick for Starr's Mill. 2 minutes, 45 seconds in. Goalless here with McIntosh and Starr's Mill. Here on the SDH Network, Soccer Down Here, game of the week. Battle for the troops here from McIntosh Stadium. Lady Chiefs and Panthers, once again after this one, about 8 o'clock. It'll be the boys' game. Working on the left-hand side. About 20 yards inside the attacking half is McIntosh trying to keep possession. Charlotte Gorman charging down the left-hand side, pinned in by the corner flag and the two defenders for Starr's Mill. Last touched by the Panthers. It's going to be a throw about 15 yards from goal on the far side. Throw into Taylor Oldham. She tries to get it back to Lainey Arnold, who had the throw. Last touch by Starr's Mill, and Lainey Arnold will try it again. Picked up by Starr's Mill. Working their way up their right-hand side, Mia Hargrove. Hargrove looked over her left shoulder briefly, tried to go through ball her Izzy Large. McIntosh was there to intercept. Pass into the middle, and it's Lainey Messer. Messer had possession taken away, but the McIntosh defense was there just as quickly. Back and forth continuing just this side of center line. Natalie Idem bumps Hargrove off the ball. Possession kept by McIntosh. All the way back to Avery Heeb. Preseason All-State choice. Looking for her collegiate home after this season is over. And you're going to get a foul. Whistle there on Mackenzie Simon. First season back from major leg surgery for Simon. And she's acquitted herself very well as a senior outside back. Starr's Mill stood up, and Messer sends it long, and chasing it down at full speed is Emily Wagoner. She will get there second, and Addison Smith just sends it over the Starr's Mill bench, so it'll be a throw for the home side here in the 5th minute, heading toward the 6th minute. Taking the throw will be Mackenzie Simon here near side. Center ref having a bit of a discussion with Olivia Shaw, the sophomore forward for Starr's Mill. Being careful with the arms and the elbows. Simon had it briefly. 3 defenders were there for Starr's Mill. On the turn was Olivia Shaw. And getting in the way was Mackenzie Simon. Got possession back for McIntosh. Ball popped up into the air about 15 yards away from center line. Back and forth continuing with possession. Shaw had it, lost it. Starr's Mill picks it back up, headed down on the ground, looking to turn. Lauren Gutschall fouling Cassie Zenes. Gutschall, the senior midfielder for Starr's Mill. Zenes, if you'll remember last time when we were here for the Pacelli match, we got to mention that Cassie Zenes plays on the U15 Latvian national team with 3 goals and an assist this season. Charging from the back is McIntosh, but Lauren Gutschall was there trying to win possession. She does. Foul was called on Olivia Golden. Committed to Georgia Southern at the moment. Center ref having a discussion this time with Lauren Gutschall. So a foul on Gutschall. Center ref asking things to calm down a little bit between these two rivals here in the 7th minute. So waiting to set up. About 40 yards from goal, launched in, headed toward the middle, down at the 6, and in! Goal on the board. Lainey Messer charges the 6, puts it through, Addison Smith, and in the 8th minute, Messer with the goal, and it's 1-0 to the home side. Messer, goal number 14 on the year. Headed down right toward the top of the 6. Laney Messer gains control of it, puts it in the back of the net, so the first goal on the board here in this rivalry game goes to McIntosh. It all started with Olivia Golden off of the free kick. Headed down, Messer was there right at the 6, puts it in the back of the net. We're at 1-0. McIntosh trying to charge and get a follow-up goal just as quickly. Natalie Idem had possession about 30 yards from goal. Moved it to her right. Cassie Zenas launched. 2 easy hops for Addison Smith, and she hangs on to it. Tossing the ball up in the air from hand to hand, just kind of calming things down a little bit for Starr's Mill. Idem had first touch. Starr's Mill trying to charge down their right-hand side. Olivia Shaw. 3 defenders were there for McIntosh. Back come the Lady Chiefs. Adele Robbins regains possession for Starr's Mill, and bumped from behind was Izzy Large. Foul on Laney Messer. So Lauren Gutschall just shy of center circle. Say that 10 times fast. 10 yards from center line. Restarts the offense for Starr's Mill. Up the right-hand side, Adele Robbins tried to pass it straight up the touchline, and it goes out about 10 yards into the attacking half for Starr's Mill, but they win possession back off the throw. Olivia Shaw is fouled and taken down. So about 40 yards from goal, Shaw is down temporarily, helped up by A.G. Morrison, the freshman midfielder. And so it's going to be a free kick once again about 40 yards from goal over on the far side. Center F has a discussion with Olivia Golden. So 2 players hovering over it, and the third will send it forward. Gutschall down the right touchline toward the corner flag. Starr's Mill's last touch. It'll end up being a goal kick for the Lady Chiefs. 10th minute. Goal on the board by Laney Messer, her 14th on the year. And it is 1-0 McIntosh over Starr's Mill. Laney Arnold about 15 yards from the far corner flag. Throws it up the far touchline. 2 Starr's Mill players were there. Gutschall wins possession for the Panthers, passing it in their back line from right to left. But here comes the press from the Lady Chiefs, and they're having to go all the way back to Addison Smith. Addison Smith looking for a target. Big hop. Second bounce picked up by Starr's Mill on the right-hand side. Adele Robbins once again working down the right, looking for Kendra Ivaska. Ivaska dispossessed. And in turn, Laney Messer was dispossessed by Starr's Mill. Gutschall couldn't keep possession. Messer gets it back at center line, wants to come down the right-hand side. And she is defended by Gutschall. And clatters into A.G. Morrison. And so Messer getting a talking to from the center F as she fell over Morrison. Working quickly. The Panthers trying to regain momentum in their attacking half, but Morrison plays it all the way back to Riley Munoz with her first touch of the match. Robbins, right-hand side. Shaw with a 1-2 with A.G. Morrison. Morrison, corner of the 18 as she was looking for Ivaska. Defense was there for McIntosh, and it's going to be a throw about 20 yards from goal. Chance for Ivaska, sends it toward the penalty spot. Header, flick, turned down. Shaw wanted to turn and shoot with the left. Couldn't get enough on it, and it just dribbles over the end line. And it's going to be a goal kick for McIntosh as it misses the far post. 12th minute. Lainey Messer with her 14th on the board. The one goal so far in this match. Sent forward by Avery Heeb. One hop. Headed up into the air by Zenas. Chested down by Wagoner. Sent forward. Zenas looking inside the 18 for Charlotte Gorman, but the defense was there for Starr's Mill. Sent out of the way, and it's going to get our first substitution.
For the Lady Chiefs. Number 2 is the Chimento.
Chimento now checking in. Sub at center forward, checking in for Charlotte Gorman. Gorman 5 goals, 8 assists on the year. Chimento with a goal, 3 assists to her credit. Here comes the throw inside the 18. Second hop picked up by Starr's Mill, but here comes McIntosh again, about 30 yards from goal. Settled, popped up into the air. Fair catch called for and picked up by Addison Smith. Easy grab as Lainey Arnold tried to send it toward the 6 with her left here in the 13th minute. Easy grab for Addison Smith. And trying to charge up the right-hand side once again was Adele Robbins of Starr's Mill. And she was cut off. Robbins last touches it. Goes back to McIntosh, but the throw about 30 yards from goal. Last touch is the Lady Chiefs. Starr's Mill trying to start something quickly, throwing it down the far touchline, working down their right-hand side back to Heeb from the defense. Heeb pokes it forward with the right. Trying to regain possession is Ivaska. And Ivaska sends it off Taylor Oldham. It'll be a throw for Starr's Mill. 2 headers in a row by McIntosh. Popped up into the air. Out of play over on the far side, about 45 yards from goal. Throw into Olivia Shaw. Shaw can't turn the corner. She is fouled as she tried to do it about 25 yards from goal over on the far side, so it'll be a chance for another set piece for Starr's Mill. Looks like Lauren Gutshaw will take the senior midfielder. Remember last time over on the far side, there were 3 Starr's Mill Panthers that were trying to figure out what McIntosh was going to do defensively. The third player kicked it. Not as much subterfuge this time. Just Gutshaw sweeping it in with the right, trying to settle it down with the header. The flag is up. No goal.
No goal.
The flag is up offside on Starr's Mill. You heard the Panthers supporters cheering what they thought was the equalizer, but the AR over on the far side had his flag up. And we stay at 1-0 here in the 15th minute. Once again, about 8 o'clock, it'll be the boys' game. And at halftime, we'll get into all of the activities scheduled in between games for the Battle for the Troops. Some really cool stuff being plotted here at McIntosh. Whistle and a foul on Izzy Large. And McIntosh about 20 yards inside their own half. They get the free kick off the foul. Up into the air, headed, first touch. Big bounce, popped up into the air. Second touch, won by Starr's Mill. Swept forward by Izzy Large. 3 players for Starr's Mill converging. Through ball, almost the connection was there, but following up was Ivaska. She's knocked off her feet. Shaw regained possession briefly for Starr's Mill, but back comes Lainey Messer. Working initially down the middle, pass out to the left-hand side. McIntosh looking centrally once again. Swatted away by the Panther defense, and Shaw is there to pick it up about 15 yards away from center line. She's knocked off her feet. Messer regains possession for McIntosh. Oldham wasn't anticipating the pass. Starr's Mill will try to start something. Gutshaw back and forth with A.G. Morrison. Over to the left-hand side, Kaylee McCoy. A.G. Morrison into the middle. Looking for Izzy Large. Large tried to work it over to the left-hand side, trying to find Mia Hargrove. She did. Last touched by the defense of McIntosh. Throw by Kaylee McCoy. Once again, trying to work down the left-hand side is the Starr's Mill offense. Knocked out of bounds over here on the near touchline by McIntosh. Throw chested down by Olivia Shaw, about 25 yards from goal. McIntosh's defense coming up strong once again. Kaylee McCoy standing up Chimento to regain possession for Starr's Mill. Pass over to the right-hand side. Not happening. Lainey Arnold was there to intercept for McIntosh. He tries to send it forward down the left, and Callie McQuaid was there for Starr's Mill. The back and forth continuing here at a high rate of speed. Izzy Large looking for her target on the right-hand side centrally. And last touch by McIntosh over on the far side, about 35 yards from goal. Throw looking for Olivia Shaw, about 20 yards from goal. And it is going to go over to McIntosh. Substitutions for the Lady Chiefs. Carson Wingo and Nicole Oldham coming in for their first appearances on the day. And coming to the bench are Mackenzie Simon and Izzy Chimento. Messer chests it down, trying to regain control off the throw. Starr's Mill working down that right-hand side. Izzy Large tried to find Shaw. There was too much on it, but it was last touched by McIntosh. It'll end up being a throw for Adele Robbins, about 25 yards from goal over on the far side. Olivia Golden trying to charge and regain possession. Defended nicely there by the Lady Chiefs, but it will end up being the first corner on the day for the Starr's Mill Panthers. Over at the far corner flag, and it looks like Gutshaw will take it for the visitors. Gutshaw headed to UT Chattanooga, one of the team captains. And she's having to look into the sun. She's shielding her eyes, trying to figure out where she can send the ball. Center F having a bit of a discussion. Palms up in the air. Warning both sides about pushing and trying to gain advantage. Kendra Ivaska was the player that he was talking to for Starr's Mill. Gutshaw, outswinger with the right, low to the ground looking near post, and it's a foul on Starr's Mill, so it'll be goal kick for Avery Heeb and McIntosh. About halfway through here in the first half. 1-0 to the Lady Chiefs. Here at the first match for Battle for the Troops here at McIntosh Stadium. Defense was there for McIntosh at center line. Looks like Carson Wingo will be the one to give the throw, sending it in. Bumped off the ball. Riley Munoz bumping Emily Wagner off the ball. So it's a foul on Munoz. About 45 yards from goal here on the near side, right in front of the Starr's Mill bench. London Diamantides. Long free kicks, her specialty. Sending it in toward the penalty spot. Chested down by Starr's Mill. Easy grab there for the Panthers. What can the Panthers do in transition? Olivia Shaw gets through a couple of the Lady Chiefs defenders to the right. Give and go. Ball looking for Shaw, but getting there first was Diamantides. Diamantides got it back to Avery Heeb. Heeb sends it long, but right towards center line. Here comes Gutshaw once again as Starr's Mill has possession. Too much in the give and go with Mia Hargrove. Give was there, the go-ahead too much, and here comes Wingo now down the right-hand side. Her pass intercepted by Munoz. She got it back to Callie McQuaid. Pressure was there from two Lady Chiefs, including Emily Wagner. Munoz looking toward A.G. Morrison. There's one little pocket about 20 yards away from center line. Starr's Mill was having problems getting anything past that point as they wanted to try and attack down the left-hand side. But foul was called on the Lady Chiefs, and Gutshaw will reintroduce. Callie McQuaid, one side to the other, Adele Robbins. Robbins was looking for A.G. Morrison. 3 substitutions about ready to come in for John Bowen and the Starrs Mill Panthers. It'll be Regan Wiley, Sasha Stanfill, and Juliana Beal. Stanfill's committed to LaGrange College. They'll be coming in at the next opportunity for the visitors. Morrison trying to stop and start and spin her way out of traffic. She couldn't do it. Collision with Messer and Ivaska over on the far.
Number 5, Regan Wiley. Number 13, Sasha Stanfill.
Checking in for McIntosh is Charlotte Gorman.
Number 24, Charlotte
Checking
Gorman.
out for Starrs Mill, it is Kaylee McCoy, Mia Hartgrove, and Adele Robbins. Throw over on the far side, about 10 yards away from center line. Up into the air high over the first 2 targets, one for each side. Ivaska looking down the right, looking for a partner. Shaw has it centrally. She's bumped off the ball by Messer. And here comes McIntosh once again. Settling it down briefly was Charlotte Gorman. Gorman now asking for it. Not enough on it as they tried to go from the left-hand side to the center. Ends up staying down the left-hand side. Starrs Mill is there to defend. Shaw down there attacking right-hand side. Kept from any kind of forward progress by Olivia Golden. So they tried to skip the lines a little bit. Pop it up and over the defense of McIntosh. It's going to be a throw for Shaw on the far side, about 30 yards from goal. Shaw, stop and start, and she is knocked off her feet. Starrs Mill fans wanted a whistle, didn't get one. Launched up the left-hand side in attack by McIntosh. Natalie Idem with the touch, headed up into the air. Last touched by McIntosh. It'll be a throw with 16 minutes to go here in the first half. The 1 goal by Lainey Messer, her 14th on the year, has been the margin so far for McIntosh, leading Starrs Mill by the score of 1-0 here on the girls' match for Battle of the Troops Day here at McIntosh Stadium. Throw about 20 yards from goal over on the far side. Stanfill was working back and forth with Olivia Shaw. First 2 touches in the back and forth were great, but they couldn't get the third one squared away. Mackenzie Simon checking back in for McIntosh and grabbing the red penny and running to the bench. Getting instructions from the coaching Kreitners is Lainey Arnold. So Arnold checking out, Simon checking back in. Gutschall tries to close on Messer to regain possession in the middle of the park. Ivaska, through ball, too much on it, looking for Shaw, easily grabbed by Avery Heeb. Under 15 minutes to go here first half. And once again, thanks for hanging out with us here on the SDH Network for the Soccer Down Here Games of the Week. Playoffs coming up just around the corner. When we know what our schedule is, obviously we'll let you know. Thanks for downloading the SDH app. For those of you on Android, thanks for those of you who are for those of you who searched for Soccer Down Here on Spreaker. For those of you who have iPhone. Thanks for accessing us however you were doing so, even at soccerdownhere.net and all the other different social media channels that we have at SDH. Jason Longshore will be along to call the boys' match at 8 o'clock. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff here, Battle for the Troops. A great day recognizing those who have served, those who are serving, and those who will serve here for this country. Long run by Olivia Golden on the left-hand side, bumping off the defender. Looked like she bumped off A.G. Morrison, charges into the middle of the pitch about 30 yards from goal. Getting a lot of work done. Here comes that pressure once again from McIntosh. Gutschall and Shaw. Bit of a 1-2, but winning it back was Diamantides for McIntosh. Left-hand side, good footwork by Chimento. Chimento trying to regain possession after she lost it from Sasha Stanfill, and they're going to get a foul call on Chimento. Tried to have a bit of a swim move to get past her to regain possession. Didn't work, and it's going to be a free kick. 10 yards from goal over on the far side, the attacking right for Starr's Mill. Up and over Mackenzie Simon, about 20 yards from goal, 20 yards from center line, sorry. Or from Cassie Zenas. Up and over Zenas, and now here comes the charge from Charlotte Gorman. Headed down, trying to regain control. A.G. Morrison over on the far side, but here comes the charge once again from McIntosh. Backline standing up strong, Callie McQuaid. She lost possession briefly, give to Gutshaw in the middle. Gutshaw tried to spring Ivaska down the right-hand side. She could not. Two-person game for McIntosh, kept it away from Shaw. Ball ends up going all the way back to Avery Heeb as Shaw lost possession. Heeb loses possession briefly inside the 18. As she couldn't pick it up. She keeps it away from the Starr's Mill player that was there in attack. McIntosh finally disposes of the ball up the right-hand side, but center line, Regan Wiley will throw it in for the visitors. She was looking for Juliana Beal, too much on it. Here comes A.G. Morrison charging up the middle. She is trying to keep the ball away from Nicole Oldham and Mackenzie Simon. Swept in with the right on the angle just inside the 18. Knocked off her feet was Ivaska by McIntosh. Physical play has been one of the hallmarks here of this first 29 minutes of the first 40. We've got about 11 and a half to go here in the first half, but there's been very physical play between these two rivals, and the ref, for the most part, letting it go. Idem wins possession back for McIntosh. They want to work down the left-hand side, but they can't do it. Sasha Stanfill was there, trying to get the attack started once again for Starr's Mill. Juliana Beal had possession briefly. The back and forth continues once again. Down the right-hand side, Zenas looking into the middle. Starr's Mill is there to defend. Shaw just inside the attacking half, inside center circle, loses possession. Nicole Oldham is there, trying to get away from A.G. Morrison. Back and forth, and one step forward, one step back, and they do keep possession. Coming down the right-hand side, Cassie Zenas. Back and forth with Izzy Chimento. Launched from about 25, one hop, and easily into the arms of Addison Smith. 10.5 minutes to go here first half. Delaney Messer goal's been the difference, scored in the 8th minute. Olivia Golden got things started. Header into the box right toward the 6, and there to put it in the back of the net was Messer, her 14th of the season. And that's why we're at 1-0 and have been at 1-0 ever since the 8th minute. Ivaska losing possession over on the far side, and it will be a throw from McIntosh. Checking back in will be Emily Wagoner. And her 2 goals and 5 assists on the season. She is going to be checking in for Lainey Messer with 9:50 and counting here in the first half. McIntosh trying to work their way up their left-hand side, about 30 yards from goal. Hop up into the air. Charlotte Gorman tries to calm the ball down. Starr's Mill was there briefly to gain possession. McIntosh got it back. Standing folks up was Riley Munoz. Big collision, and it looks like they're going to get Munoz for the foul. Just inside the attacking half, about 5 yards or so, inside center circle. So Munoz collides with a Lady Chief. Olivia Shaw is going to hang around the ball for a little bit to make sure that there isn't a quick start from Diamantides. With 9 minutes to go first half. Diamantides line shot toward the top of the D. Swatted away by A.G. Morrison, but they're going to try it again down the left-hand side. Knocked off her feet was Ivaska. And now up the right-hand side once again, Starr's Mill. Looking for Ivaska, lost possession. Charging through once again, Olivia Golden down the left-hand side. Golden with her speed, a big run, chips it in toward the penalty spot, looking for Chimento. Starr's Mill was there to defend. Shaw tried to regain possession about 30 yards from goal. They're going to call Shaw for the foul. Let's see where it's spotted. Over on the far side, the attacking left for McIntosh. Just outside 25 yards or so from goal. 8 minutes to go here, first half. McIntosh with a 1-goal lead. 2 in the wall. 2 in the wall for Starr's Mill, or is it 3? Looks like there's 3 in the wall. John Bowen instructing his defense to hang out toward the top of the 18. Chopped in, up and over everybody, through the football goalposts, and it will be a goal kick. Substitution once again for McIntosh. It's going to be Taylor Oldham. And Taylor Oldham will be checking in. And Oldham replaces Izzy Chimento. And Addison Smith sending it forward. Stopping the clock at 7:08. And ref calling over Casey Kreitner, the head coach for McIntosh, for a bit of a discussion. Don't know what it's about. So it's an opportunity for folks to grab a water break. It looks like one of the members of the media that was here needed to have a proper sideline penny on, so that situation has been abated. And the clock restarts at just over 7 minutes to go first half. Pressure once again from McIntosh. Off the goal kick. Trying to get out of the jam is Izzy Large, about 30 yards from her own goal. Chips it centrally. Tracked down by Ivasca. Ivasco to Regan Wiley. Regan Wiley has it work inside to Olivia Shaw inside center circle, and it looks like it's going to get a foul on Taylor Oldham. Working quickly, it was Izzy Large through the middle over to the right-hand side, about 30 yards from goal. Looking into the corner for Juliana Beal over on the far, about 5 yards or so away from the corner flag. Beal touches it last, and it's going to be a throw for the home side in McIntosh as we are 6:15 and counting here, first half 1-0. Throw up into the air and headed up by Taylor Oldham. She couldn't keep the header in place, so it'll end up being a throw for Sasha Stanfill and for Starr's Mill. 2 hops popped up into the air. Kelly McQuaid couldn't keep control, and there's numbers unless getting back quickly on defense is Starr's Mill through the traffic. Once again, McIntosh shot, launched, saved. Transition opportunity was there for Emily Wagoner, but coming up big was Addison Smith to keep it at 1-0. Numbers were there. Wagoner got around Regan Wiley. Tried to launch it from outside 20, but right there was Addison Smith reading it the whole way to keep the margin at 1. Pressure from McIntosh. Ball popped up into the air. Cleared by Gutshaw. Letting it bounce is Mackenzie Simon. Substitutions coming in for McIntosh. Looks like Lainey Messer checking back in and Lainey Arnold checking back in.
Number 10, Lainey Messer. Number 17, Lainey Arnold.
And returning to the bench is Nicole Oldham, the senior, and Mackenzie Simon. So we're now coming up on 4.5 minutes to go first half. Throwing at the far side, about 10 yards inside the attacking half. Picked off by Starr's Mill charging through the defense. Through ball looking for Shaw. Was entirely had a little too much on it. Easily picked up by Avery Heeb. And she'll keep things under control at 4:20 and counting first half. Margin still at 1. Heeb skies it towards center circle. First touch was by McIntosh. That was the only touch. John Bowen. Excellent footwork to keep it from getting away. Give to Regan Wiley for the throw. Gutshaw couldn't keep control of it for Starr's Mill, and the ball will go over. Near side throw for McIntosh down the line. Up into the air, Munoz defending. 5 yards at a time. Carson Wingo throwing it in again near side. Trying to get a little advanced scouting done. Where's the target? Straight down the line. Headed up into the air by Regan Wiley. And Wingo will try it again. This time advancing 10 yards. Coming up on 40 yards from goal near side. Munoz heads it down. Looking for Shaw. Defense is there. Idem sending it to the back, and Olivia Golden. Carson Wingo bumped off the ball by Gutshaw. Juliana Beal looking for Shaw. Collapsed on by 3 McIntosh players. Wingo initially gained control. Messer. Now up the left-hand side. Lainey Arnold, her pass is picked off, but she sticks with it. Regains possession for the Lady Chiefs. Trying to work with Charlotte Gorman on the turn. Gorman knocked off her feet. 2:45 and counting first half. Gutshaw, 40 yards from her own goal. She's fouled. Starr's Mill working quickly up their left-hand side. Wiley looking into the middle, having to defend now. Now down the right-hand side. Attacking is McIntosh. Munoz jousting with Wagner. And it looks like Ellie Duval will be making her first appearance on the day. Checking in for Charlotte Gorman here, coming up on 2 minutes to go first half. Wingo, just inside 40 yards from goal, here on the near side, throws it. Goes into traffic, coming back out of it, Starr's Mill. Head of steam is Izzy Large, too much for Shaw. Backline is there, Diamantides in possession. She finds Wingo here near side center line. Up the attacking right, Starr's Mill, reading it all the way. Shaw center circle, trying to go through ball, good idea. But the defense was there by Lainey Arnold for McIntosh. And here come the Lady Chiefs one more time. Messer in the middle. Bit of a back and forth, under 90 seconds to go. Now she finds Arnold again, left-hand side. Arnold trying to find a way past Sasha Stanfill. She does, but Stanfill and Lauren Gutshaw will keep an eye on it. And it will end up being a goal kick for Addison Smith, coming up on a minute to go here first half. Up the attacking right, working out of the back. Gutshaw. Back to her partners on the back line, Munoz. Back to Addison Smith. Too much for Regan Wiley, so here's a late chance at 45 seconds. Throw on the near side about 30 yards from goal. Wingo looking toward the 18. Line drive, and it ends up going off a teammate. It's going to be a throw for Starr's Mill coming up on 30 seconds. Trying to get away from the pressure was Izzy Large. Large to Munoz. To Olivia Shaw working forward. Large again. Regan Wiley trying to get Juliana Beal on the turn. Turnover once again. McIntosh coming up 10 seconds. They've got to come up with something quick. Lainey Messer into the middle. Poked inside the 18. Stood up was Callie McQuaid, but it looks like that is going to be it. The one goal on the board in the first 40 minutes. Lainey Messer's goal, her 14th of the season, in the 8th minute, has been the only goal on the board. A very physical first half, a very back and forth first half, but after 40 minutes, your score in the Soccer Down here, Game of the Week on the girls' side, Battle for the Troops. It is McIntosh 1, Starr's Mill, nothing.
Enjoy.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the GHSA, are the 195,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Georgia. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Georgia. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to McIntosh Stadium, getting you ready for the second half for the girls' game for the battle for the troops between friendly rivals, as they call it, Starr's Mill and McIntosh. Lainey Messer's goal, her 14th on the year, has been the difference in the 8th minute. Score at 1-0, just to kind of give you an idea as to what's going to be going on between games. Kickoff slated for 8 o'clock. We're going to have some on-the-field ceremonies involving Wear Blue and the Run to Remember. And you're going to have Leon Hammond, the athletic director, and Alan Reeves. They're going to be recognized as well. Mr. Hammond, for those of you that don't know his story, the athletic director here at McIntosh, had battled kidney disease for 13 years, desperately needed a transplant, and Mr. Reeves, a former Secret Service agent and former resource officer for the high school, got tested, was the perfect match, donated a kidney to Leon in February. They're both going to be in attendance here in the in-between game action. There's a vicious rumor that there's going to be a flyover right before the kickoff of the boys' game here at the Battle for the Troops. And we've been told that it's going to be roughly a dozen planes. So we're hoping that, once again, keep an eye out on the social media platforms for Soccer Down Here, for McIntosh Soccer, and for Starr's Mill as well. Should be some really cool spectacles going on. Also, you're going to have Captain Dan Bershinsky. He's going to be here wearing his Wear Blue Run to Remember shirt. And he is a retired captain, grew up in Peachtree City, member of McIntosh's class of 02. While he was at McIntosh, varsity athlete, multiple sports, track, cross country, and soccer. Graduated from McIntosh, attended West Point. Graduated West Point, served as an infantry platoon leader with the 5th Brigade, 2nd Infantry, based out of Fort Lewis in Washington State. Summer of 09, Brzezinski and his men deployed to Afghanistan in the Arghandab River Valley. He was severely wounded leading his platoon on a dismounted patrol, triggered an IED, which severed both legs above the knees, broke his jaw, shattered his left arm. He was medevaced from Afghanistan, 4 months of inpatient surgeries and hospitalization at Walter Reed. Underwent daily physical therapy and prosthetic limb training for 3 years, and he has since become the military's first above-the-knee and hip disarticulation amputee to walk daily. After medically retiring from the Army, he attended Stanford's Graduate School of Business before returning home to Georgia. He and his wife, Kelly, now live in Atlanta, and Captain Brzezinski's awards and decorations include Combat Infantry Badge, Ranger Tab, Purple Heart, understandably so. So you're going to have Captain Brzezinski here as a part of the Wear Blue Run to Remember. You're going to have Beta Club members assisting in digital donations being picked up tonight. And it's also a night to recognize active duty military reservists, veterans, first responders, healthcare workers, and the tradition of the match, according to our friends here at McIntosh, to compete on the field and in philanthropy, with proceeds from the event donated to the nonprofit Wear Blue Run to Remember. Mission of the organization honoring service and sacrifice of the American military through act of remembrance, and that's what you're getting here tonight. So it's a fun night, and it's a night to remember and recognize, as we say, those who have served, those who are serving, and those who will serve. Boys game once again coming up around 8 o'clock. A lot of stuff involving the Wear Blue Run to Remember. Underway now here in the second 40 minutes once again. Score 1-0. Working their way from left to right in the second 40 minutes. It's Starr's Mill. They're in their white tops, black numbers, black shorts. White stripes around. Olivia Shaw with an early run down the right-hand side. The ball knocked out by London Diamantides, even with the 18, so it'll be a deep throw for Starr's Mill. Kendra Ivaska is being asked to come back up about 10 yards before she's allowed to throw the ball back in play. So Ivaska drops the ball 20 yards away, and Callie McQuaid will pick it up, the sophomore defender. She'll throw it inside the 18, headed away. Starr's Mill trying to maintain possession with A.G. Morrison. Shaw once again down the right-hand side inside the 18, bumped off the ball and knocked down by Olivia Golden. Well done defensively by Golden. And it's going to be a goal kick for Avery Heeb. Here in the second 40, once again, Lady Chiefs of McIntosh, they're going to be working from right to left as you picture the match here in your mind's eye from McIntosh Stadium. They are in their home green, black numbers, black shorts, green socks. Two teams that are broadcasters' dreams, I'll tell you that right now, being able to pick up numbers tonight. So a salute from the booth for the numbers being very, very easy to read. Thank you to the manufacturers of the jerseys and the outfits. Shaw tried to keep possession down the left-hand side. She couldn't do it 2 minutes in. Ball being chopped at by McIntosh, trying to keep possession down there, attacking right. Defense was there for Starr's Mill. Shaw was looking for Kendra Ivaska. Ivaska was marked by two McIntosh defenders. 3 touches in the air, and it's settled down by Starr's Mill. Adele Robbins looking for Shaw. Sent away by Olivia Golden. And Starr's Mill charging once again. A.G. Morrison down the right. Looking for Shaw. Shaw took a peek over her left shoulder to see where Golden was, see if she could work her way inside the 18. She could not. She loses her footing, and it's going to be, I'm going to say, last touched by McIntosh in defense. So it'll be the second corner of the match for Starr's Mill, as we're now in the 4th minute. Or are they going to say it's a deep throw? What are we seeing here? Nothing like being obstructed by a light stanchion. It's going to be a corner. Gutshaw, outswinger with the right, chipped up into the air, and it's a foul on Starr's Mill, so it'll be over to McIntosh here halfway through the 4th minute. Avery Heeb kind of shaking that right hand a little bit. She was trying to grab the ball. She was fouled inside the 6. So Heeb sends a line shot right up the middle. Trying to keep possession was Taylor Oldham. She could not. Here comes Adele Robbins for Starr's Mill. Her pass intercepted by Lainey Arnold, but she couldn't keep possession for McIntosh. Throw headed for Mia Hargrove. She couldn't keep control for Starr's Mill. Swept up the left-hand side by McIntosh. It'll be a throw for Starr's Mill. Adele Robbins 10 yards inside her own half. Taylor Oldham in close quarters found Lainey Messer. Messer couldn't keep control. Back line of 4 was there in short spacing. Through ball is there. Tracking it down is the keeper for Starr's Mill. She'll get there, Addison Smith, ahead of Cassie Zenes. Zenes was that close to make it 2, but here comes the pressure once again from McIntosh, and they do gain possession back. Messer looking into the middle, but A.G. Morrison is there. A couple of step-overs as she tried to find Shaw. Couldn't happen. But getting out of trouble is Kendra Ivaska. She's going to send it long for Shaw down the right-hand side. Full sprint. Shaw will get there, and she's pushed off the ball by Lainey Arnold. And you're going to get a foul on Shaw as she tried to regain possession away from Diamantides. And so Diamantides will send it long about 25 yards away from her own goal here on the near side, up the left. First person to get it was Callie McQuaid for Starr's Mill. Messer chopped down from behind, and you're going to get a foul called on Ivaska. And Ivaska gets the no more sign from your center F. Just outside 10 yards from center line. Olivia Golden, the Georgia Southern commit, sends it long down the middle, headed down by Munoz. One back by Starr's Mill. Quick passing on the turn. Morrison looking to get it to Ivaska, but Golden will get there first, and she'll get it all the way back to Avery Heeb. Heeb to Taylor Oldham. Oldham trying to get around the freshman Morrison. And they're going to say that it was last touched by Lainey Arnold. It's going to go to Starr's Mill. Shaw bumped off the ball. But it's going to be another corner kick for Starr's Mill, which means it'll be another chance for Lauren Gutshaw to send it in with the right. It'll be an outswinger. Plays it on the diagonal, looking for Kaylee McCoy. Gutshaw toward the 6, headed up into the air. 3 touches by McIntosh, and the Lady Chiefs get it out of trouble temporarily. But it's going to be a throw about 25 yards from goal by Kaylee McCoy here on the near side. 8th minute. Score 1-0. Messer tried to bump Izzy Large off the ball. Ball ends up going to the back line. Munoz is there for Starr's Mill. Adele Robbins down the right-hand side looking for Ivaska. Ivaska touched it last. She was shouldered off the ball, but she touches it last. And in turn, Ivaska tries to go through Taylor Oldham to try to get possession back, and you get a foul call there on Ivaska. So here in the 8th minute of the second half, Olivia Golden slowly rolling the ball about 35 yards from goal here near side. Where she will look for a target on the other side of center line. Down the left, one hop to Taylor Oldham has possession. She tries to get around Callie McQuaid. She does temporarily. Adele Robbins is there behind.
In for the Lady Chiefs, number 8.
Substitution, Nicole Oldham, the older Oldham on the roster. 3 goals, 2 assists on the year. Throw by Olivia Golden. And it looks like Olivia Golden's going to use 3 lanes of the track to get some run up here. About 15 yards from goal. Big launch, looking toward the penalty spot, headed down, bounces once up into the air. Starr's Mill tries to clear, trying to keep possession, chipped and poked over the bar on the save.
Corner kick, Lady Chiefs.
Messer from about 25 had an idea trying to chip the keeper, Addison Smith. Smith sends it over the bar, and it's still 1-0, but it's a corner here on the near side for the Lady Chiefs. Outswinger with the right, looking far post, headed down, just missed. Cassie Zenas at the far post sends it wide. In the 11th minute here in the second half, that close to the second goal on the board that McIntosh has been chasing ever since the 8th minute overall. Ivaska wins control for Starr's Mill on the run down the left-hand side. Flag stays down. It's Mia Hargrove. 4 defenders back for McIntosh. Hargrove around the defenders, and it goes off of the goal post above the soccer goal. Chance was there for Hargrove to equalize. Goes off of the far goal post. And we're still at 1-0. Close call there for the Lady Chiefs on defense. Mia Hargrove had the chance, got past the 3 Lady Chiefs defenders on the left-hand side. It sends it over the net, hits the goal post, and it's a goal kick by the end of it all. Kaylin McCoy won the initial joust. McIntosh won the second ball, but they couldn't keep it in. So McCoy, about 10 yards or so from center line over on the far side, trying to work up their attacking left. Lady Chiefs defense is there. So it'll be another throw from basically the same spot. Popped up into the air by Zenas, who was there to defend. And here come the Lady Chiefs. Trying to close space was Ivaska. Ball passed to the back. Ivaska tries to get it away from Lainey Arnold. She does. Last touch by Arnold. Throw down the near side looking for Shaw, but there to defend was Golden. Ivaska. Header goes into the Starr's Mill bench. And it's going to be a throw for McIntosh. 13th minute here in the second half. Throw is looking for Charlotte Gorman down the left. Callie McQuaid. Her kick was defended, and it's going to be yet another throw. McIntosh, Lady Chiefs winning possession. Gutschall sends it out, so once again it'll be a throw right about center line. Here on the near side, substitutions coming in for McIntosh at the next opportunity. Great advantage there taken by Kendra Ivaska. Good 10-yard run up to get the throw inside the attacking half. Only worked temporarily as the Lady Chiefs of McIntosh work up their attacking right-hand side. Messer tries to get around Munoz, the defender. They both shoulder each other off of the ball. Last touch by Munoz. It's going to be a corner over on the far side. Substitutions coming in for McIntosh at the next opportunity. Luke Kreitner, one of the 2 coaches, asked to hold off on the substitutions. Looks like it's going to be Izzy Chimento and Carson Wingo at the first opportunity, but you're going to want to see what happens here with the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger with the left over at the far corner flag.
Corner kick, Lady Chiefs.
And once again, you're staring into that late afternoon, early evening sun, trying to figure out where you're making contact and where you're sending the ball. Toward the penalty spot, up into the air, headed and just missed. The connection wasn't there. Headed wide of the far post, and here come your substitutions. Once again, Chimento is in. Carson Wingo is in. And it looks like Juliana Beal checking in for Starr's Mill. Checking out Charlotte Gorman and Mackenzie Simon for McIntosh. Checking out for Starr's Mill is Mia Hargrove, and Hargrove is going to catch up with head coach John Bowen before she gets some time on the Starr's Mill bench to kind of catch her breath a little bit. A.G. Morrison, 2-on-1, fighting for it. Morrison and Ivaska trying to win possession away from the 3 now. Lady Chiefs defenders. Ivaska on the turf, and she's there with Adele Robbins. And A.G. Morrison get the whistle and the foul. Pretty much right in front of the McIntosh bench. I'm going to call it on Starr's Mill. And Diamantides from about 35 yards out. Big sweeping right hand, looking toward penalty spot. Down, bounces in, clatters inside the 18. Starr's Mill does clear, coming out with it. It's Kendra Ivaska. Ivaska gets her way past a charging Lainey Arnold. Got Arnold to commit. Ivaska goes to the inside, gets around Olivia Golden. But that back line is there for McIntosh. The Lady Chiefs had possession. They had it briefly. Swept up, and Olivia Shaw with the chance. Golden trying to get there, poked in an easy grab. Well defended in position that time by Olivia Golden. And grabbing it is Avery Heeb. Olivia Shaw with the chance for Starr's Mill here in the 16th minute of the second half, 25 minutes and counting in the match here at McIntosh Stadium, 1-0 to the Lady Chiefs. Contact made by Gutschall and by Messer, center circle. Lady Chiefs come away with it. Sent to the back line. Want to try to find Chimento charging down the right-hand side. They do. Chimento gets around Kaylee McCoy. Ball goes back to Addison Smith. Pressure is there, and they finally do just get it away. McQuaid wanted to launch it long down the right-hand side, but there to defend was Nicole Oldham. Goes over the inline. So Starr's Mill's going to have to rebuild from the goal kick. Quick pass to the right to Callie McQuaid. Back and forth with Adele Robbins. Defended by Emily Wagoner. Lainey Arnold was a part of the discussion. Last touched by Starr's Mill in front of the McIntosh bench. Lainey Arnold looking to throw here near side, about 40 yards from goal. 2 hops, looking for Chimento. Chimento trying to win possession, but all of her hard work, it ends up being a throw deep here on the near side, about 10 yards or so away from the near side corner flag. Looks like Olivia Golden will take it here in the 17th minute of the second half. Golden backs up to lane 4 on the track. Big launch. Headed out, and they're going to do it all over again. It's an interesting challenge for the defenders for Starr's Mill. You see 3 or 4 of the players trying to shield their eyes, trying to figure out when the ball's being introduced and when the throw's coming in. Chances there for Messer. Didn't get a whole lot on it, just inside the 18. Wingo is there for McIntosh. Wagoner tried to get possession, knocked away by Starr's Mill, won back just as quickly. Chipped in, easy grab for Addison Smith. Chimento tried to charge Addison Smith at the last to try to disrupt her sight line and her thought pattern. Didn't quite work. 2 hops. The ball takes a big hop off of Kendra Ivaska, about 5 yards inside the McIntosh attacking half. Lainey Arnold with the throw. Middle of the park, Izzy Large. A.G. Morrison. Foul on Lainey Arnold of the Lady Chiefs. So it'll be a free kick. Not quite 10 yards inside their own defensive half. Pass by A.G. Morrison. Not a whole lot on it. Picked up by McIntosh. But sticking with it was Starr's Mill. Morrison once again regains possession, working down the left-hand side. back and forth. It was with Kaylee McCoy. Wingo is there to try to win the ball back for the Lady Chiefs. She did initially. And McCoy, as the ball goes out, looks like will throw just this side of center line in the attacking half. Messer knocks it out, so advancing 3 or 4 yards at a time. Down there attacking left-hand side is Starr's Mill. Shaw instantly double-teamed. Can't get any momentum on any kind of a pass, but Gutshaw gets it center circle. Looking for Adele Robbins. Robbins looking for Kendra Ivaska. Ivaska gets away from 2 defenders, can't get away from the third. Messer with possession for McIntosh. Munoz is there to defend at the back. Morrison tried to regain possession, but Izzy Large is there. Up and over Ivaska, and there to defend once again is Olivia Golden. But defending in turn, trying to win possession back was Kendra Ivaska. It'll be a throw about 35 yards from goal here near side. Olivia Golden yields the idea, throwing up the left-hand side, looking for Chimento. Emily Wagoner had possession, lost it to Callie McQuaid, and you're going to get the foul call on Emily Wagoner. 10 yards inside their attacking half. And Gutshaw surveys left to right. Give to Beal. Beal to Adele Robbins. Robbins trying to go down the right-hand side in the attack. A lot of players are there for Lady Chiefs. Messer's pass intercepted by Gutshaw. Messer tries to win possession back from Gutshaw. And Chimento running at full speed, trying to track it down. But getting back is the defense. And the back and forth with Addison Smith down the left-hand side. Trying to win it back just as quickly, Cassie Zenas. Trying to get away from Kaylee McCoy. It's going to be a throw with McCoy and Chimento trying to fight for possession over by the far corner flag. Last touched by Kaylee McCoy, so it'll be a throw. And Wingo will take 15 yards or so from goal over on the far side near the corner flag. One hop inside the 18. Morrison was there. Turn and fire, and it goes up and over the goal. Goal kick, and substitutions now coming in for Starr's Mill. Regan Wiley making her first appearance of the second half. Mia Hartgrove checking back in. First chance for Olivia Shaw to catch her breath on the day. And Adele Robbins checking out for John Bowen. 18 and a half minutes to go, 1-0 the score. The one goal in the first half. Messer, chance to chip for the second, but right on, keeping an eye on it the whole time. Addison Smith on the quick transition. And we stay at 1-0. Munoz, McCoy. Starr's Mill trying to once again build out of the back. Wingo gaining possession for the Lady Chiefs. Hargrove couldn't keep possession, but last touched by the Lady Chiefs of McIntosh, and it will end up being a throw by Kayla McCoy over on the far side, about 30 yards from goal. Izzy Large knocked down from behind, no whistle. Here comes McIntosh. Chance in the middle is there, but cleared briefly. Swept up, and it is going to be easily going wide, slowly rolling, and is it the deepest of deep throws, or is it a goal kick? So it does go over the inline goal kick as we look at it there in the near corner, with the late sun kind of playing games with you a little bit. Up in the air off the goal kick, Starr's Mill from Addison Smith. Trying to work their way through the middle. Izzy Large. Large stood up, but she sticks with it, gains possession. She's got Ivaska down the right-hand side, tries to go down the middle. And we got a foul in the build-up, 5 yards inside the attacking half. So we'll go all the way back towards center circle here. 16:40 and counting. And we'll see what Lauren Gutschall has in mind. She has Ivaska to her right, decides to play to Munoz to her left. Back and forth with Gutschall looking for McCoy. McCoy 40 yards from goal down the left-hand side. Tries to get the Morrison. And Morrison comes back from an offside position to touch, and it'll go back the other way. 16-13 in counting regulation. Once again, the one goal on the board. Laney Messer's 14th of the season. Gave McIntosh the 1-0 lead, and that has stuck ever since. Coming up at 8 o'clock, the boys' game here in the battle for the troops. If you're anywhere near the area, McIntosh Stadium, be a fun time recognizing those who are a part of our service. Knocked down in the buildup was Izzy Large. Munoz from center circle, right on the logo, heads it forward. But coming back in return was Cassie Zenas. Zenas couldn't keep control. Ivaska was bumped off on it. Numbers are there for McIntosh. Through ball. Chances there. Can they get goal number 2? Turn, and they do. Second goal of the year by Izzy Chimento in the transition. And 15-18 to go in regulation. Chimento gets that second goal. McIntosh.
Number 7, Taylor Oldham. Number 24, Charlotte Gorman.
Charlotte Gorman, Taylor Oldham checking in for the Lady Chiefs. Chimento with the goal here. 15-18 to go regulation, 2-0. They've been fighting all first half and most of the second half, chasing after that second goal. Chimento with her second on the season. Couldn't have come at a better time if you're a fan of the Lady Chiefs. 2-0, great work in transition to get that goal on the board. Ivaska looking for Hargrove sprinting down the right-hand side. Tracking back defensively, Callie McQuaid. And she can't keep possession as we're now under 15 minutes. McIntosh looking to turn up the pressure. McQuaid heads the ball up into the air. Starr's Mill looking to settle and go forward. Izzy Large shoots it past Hargrove. Chasing it down, Olivia Golden. Golden will send it back to Avery Heeb. Heeb trying to direct a little traffic. She'll launch it up the right-hand side to Wingo. Wingo can't keep possession, but she's got backup. As A.G. Morrison tries to win possession for Starr's Mill. Can't. Wingo now with it, looking center circle to Laney Messer. Messer, big swipe with the right. Once again, flag is up offside. Trying to keep that pressure on, get that third goal going. Starr's Mill working quickly as Messer was looking for Charlotte Gorman. Flag went up quickly. Izzy Large trying to get away from Nicole Oldham. Give to Ivaska. Ivaska to Gutschall. Gutschall up and over Mia Hargrove, and the only folks there is the back line for the Lady Chiefs in the form of London Diamantides. Diamantides to Natalie Idem, center circle. Idem. She'll go back to Golden. Golden to Laney Arnold. Arnold dispossessed by Ivaska temporarily. Winning it back quickly. Substitutions for both sides. Shaw checking back in. Maddie Cathcart making her first appearance of the day for Starr's Mill. Mackenzie Simon checking in. Olivia Golden checking out for the Lady Chiefs. So whistle and a foul as the ball was quickly introduced, and we're going to go back the other way. So McIntosh, about 5 yards into their attacking half, will get the throw in the form of Laney Arnold. Cassie Zenas getting some instructions from Luke Kreitner. Gutschall wins the header duel, second one. Natalie Idem tried to gain possession for the Lady Chiefs, but here they come in charge. 5-on-3, through ball, too much on it. Tracking it down easily, Addison Smith. And and Smith will pop it up into the air. Big hop, gets it to center line. Lainey Arnold tried to win possession for the Lady Chiefs, as did Nicole Oldham. Starr's Mill couldn't keep possession, so it will be a throw. About 10 yards or so in their own defensive half near the Starr's Mill bench. Kelly McQuaid there to defend on the throw. She was trying to keep Izzy Chimento from charging down the left-hand side. Under 12 minutes to go now, score 2-0. Ivaska trying to keep the ball away from Charlotte Gorman. So another 10 yards forward. And Lainey Arnold with the throw down the near side. Headed up into the air. Charlotte Gorman once again. Chimento is there. She was double-teamed. Popped up by Nicole Oldham inside the 18. Second bounce, easy grab, Addison Smith. Smith surveys. Works it down the middle, inside center line, looking for Shaw. Shaw waits for the second bounce to try to gain possession. She does. Coming forward, Regan Wiley. Wiley, well placed, looking for Ivaska. Ivaska off of Diamantides. You're going to get a handball call. So it'll be a set piece chance here. 10:45 and counting. Starr's Mill chasing 2 goals. And looks like they're going to let Lauren Gutschall take it from 25 yards or so. A 45-degree angle here on the near side. Ivaska asking center ref to measure off the 10 yards. And the Lady Chiefs were about 2 yards ahead of where center ref is asking them to stand. Bit of a conversation with the 3 in the wall for the Lady Chiefs. So the question is it Wiley with the left? Is it Gutschall? It will be Gutschall after a little bit of traffic. Goes over the ball like we had in the first half, where they had 3 players run over the ball, and Gutschall was the third one to try to kick it. And here coming back in transition are the Lady Chiefs, cutting it to the inside. Charlotte Gorman into the middle. Chimento chasing after a brace with the chip, and just missed to the far post. Chimento had the chance, trying to loop it around the left hip of the defender over at the far post. Couldn't quite do it. We stay at 2-0. Olivia Golden in for Carson Wingo, the 9th grader. Munoz on the ground to McCoy. Under 9 minutes to go. Back to Munoz. Ball hopping around a little bit here on the turf at McIntosh Stadium. Into the middle, Gutschall. Regan Wiley looking for A.G. Morrison. She gets fouled. 10 yards inside their own defensive half. Gutschall sending it long over the 3 defenders. Second hop, and looking for it is Hargrove. She can't control, but there's Ivaska again. Ivaska back to Gutschall. Too much on it, past her. But Callie McQuaid was there to calm things down to Munoz. To the inside. Gutschall right on the logo of the Chief here at McIntosh Stadium to Munoz. Munoz looping, but not a whole lot of speed on it as she was trying to get it to Regan Wiley. Wiley got closed down on by Nicole Oldham. Fortunately for Starr's Mill, Oldham was the one who touched it last. Headed up by A.G. Morrison. And headed back in defense by Natalie Idem. Throw once again to the right-hand side. Shaw trying to muscle for position. She does. Tries to get around Olivia Golden, and she can't do it. Golden stands her up. Lady Chiefs try to clear, and they can't. Morrison, the freshman, from about 30 yards, had an idea. Defenders were there. Gutschall Tries to go big switch from right to left. She does, but pocket picked. Coming back the other way. Up and over the top looking for Charlotte Gorman. Gorman in full sprint, but getting there first is McQuaid. But unable to keep possession was Charlotte Gorman, who touched it last. And it's going to be a throw for Callie McQuaid. McQuaid up the right-hand side. Ivaska bumped from behind by Laney Arnold. Looking for a foul call, didn't get it. Substitution.
Back into the game.
Laney Messer now checking in. 6:40 and counting. And she's replacing Taylor Oldham. So Oldham comes in for minutes. Defended well that time. Last touch, and it's going to be a throw. 35 yards from goal here near side by Laney Arnold. Arnold looking for Nicole Oldham. Oldham tries to get around the double team in the corner, near side near the corner flag. Bumped off the ball by Callie McQuaid. Last touched by the Lady Chiefs. Shadows starting to creep in just a little bit. Now they've extended it about for the football end zone, so almost 10 yards to at least help defense on corner kicks. And we'll see. So you can be able to see the ball as it's working its way through. Header last touched once again by Starr's Mill. Gorman yields the throwing duties to Laney Arnold. Laney Arnold looking line drive, one hop, popped up into the air, looking to turn, defended, cleared outside the 18. Ivaska to Gutshaw, but not all the way out. Chipped and up and over everything was Laney Arnold from about 30 yards. She sent it high and wide near the near post. Looking for goal number 3 coming up on 5 minutes to go here regulation. 2-0 your score. McIntosh leading Starr's Mill. Messer in the first half and Izzy Chimento with her second goal of the season in the 26th minute. So 66-minute goal from Izzy Chimento made it 2-0. Shaw down the left-hand side. Bit of a give and go from behind. Ivaska tried to close that time on Olivia Golden. Didn't happen. Headed up into the air in the back line. Passing to Regan Wiley. Wiley's going to have to extend to track it down. She does. But the pass up the attacking right-hand side, A.G. Morrison can't handle it. Looks like it's going to be a throw for Cherokee, or for Starr's Mill. And checking in for McIntosh, Carson Wingo checking back in.
In for McIntosh.
And Mackenzie Simon checking
Carson
out.
Wingo.
So 4:23 and counting. Throw near side by Laney Arnold looking for Chimento. Ivaska's there. She launches it skyward. Big hop. About 35 yards from goal. Shaw wins it away from Diamantides. A.G. Morrison. Back and forth with Hargrove, but won back by the Lady Chiefs and Diamantides. First touch in the offensive half by McIntosh. Couldn't find a partner. So Gutshaw now off the throw to the back line. Diamantides sends it all the way back to Avery Heeb. 3:45 to go here. Olivia Golden up the left-hand side. Looking for the big hop and looking to connect with Charlotte Gorman. She does not. About 20 yards from midway, Callie McQuaid got the throw from Regan Wiley. Munoz can't quite keep possession. Munoz goes down along with Cassie Zenis. No whistles there, both going down chasing after the ball. So it's over now on the far side. Once again, Callie McQuaid doing a lot of work from left to right in the back line for Starr's Mill. Gutshaw can't keep control. On the turn, Charlotte Gorman. Sprinting down the left-hand side, trying to cut back, was Nicole Oldham. She's knocked off the ball after she was knocked off her pins. 2-on-1. Ivaska is there. They're going to say that it was last touched
Into the game
by Cherokee, checking in for Starr's Mill.
Emma Roughton.
And it looks like Emma Roughton, the senior, Missed most of the season to the varsity basketball. And she is checking in to get some minutes here at 2:46, and the clock is stopped because it looked like it was Regan Wiley, the freshman defender, who was down. Wiley getting looked at by the staff at Starr's Mill. She's going to have to leave for a little bit. Checking in is Sasha Stanfill, the senior midfielder.
In for Starr's Mill, number 13.
So Wiley will be walking the 50 yards from where she had to exit the pitch down to the bench, and she made the motion that she took an elbow to the eye. And so Stanfill is now in for Regan Wiley. And we restart the clock again with 2:45. Laney Arnold throwing down the near side, but Ivaska was there for Starr's Mill. 20 yards from goal, throwing it in again once again. Laney Arnold looking just near the 18. Cassie Zenes tried to keep possession for the Lady Chiefs, but they do keep it 30 yards from goal. Arnold sweeps it in with the right. One hop, easy grab that time for Addison Smith. Smith looking to work quickly at 2:19. 3 steps, kicks the ball with the right. Ivaska tried to flick it to Olivia Shaw. A.G. Morrison bumped off in her pursuit.
In for the Lady Chiefs, number 3, Kara Bernard.
And Kara Bernard, the 9th grader, getting some minutes here at the end with 2 minutes to go. Ivaska looking to get the ball from Izzy Large, and you're going to get a foul on the Lady Chiefs. Standing over at Natalie Idem to make sure that nothing is done quickly by Lauren Gutshaw. Gutshaw finds A.G. Morrison, 15 yards inside the attacking half. But disposing of it, Laney Arnold here near side. Be a throw about 30 yards away from goal. Coming up on 90 seconds to go. Morrison looking for Shaw. Shaw spins away from the defenders, looks toward the penalty spot, popped up into the air by the defense. In between hops, and you're going to get a foul just outside the 18 by Laney Arnold at 1:18 to go. Ivaska looking to set up about 15 yards from goal. Setting up the wall, backing them up 10. 2 in the wall. One of them is Olivia Golden. Ivaska on the ground into the wall. Tries to regain it, and she does with a nice step over on Olivia Golden. McQuaid into the middle for Izzy Large. Large looking for Shaw. Shaw muscled off the ball by Carson Wingo. Well done there by the 9th grader. Coming up on 35 seconds with a 2-goal lead. Avery Heed, the junior. Ball into the air. Looking for Wingo. Wingo catches it in between hops. Down the right-hand side, chasing after it is Cassie Zenes. She can't get there in time, but obviously with 13 seconds and counting, this is going to be a shutout victory here for the Lady Chiefs of McIntosh in match number 1 of the Battle for the Troops here at McIntosh Stadium. Time running out 2-1, and that will do it. Goals by Lainey Messer, her 14th, and Izzy Chimento, her 2nd on the year. Goal in each half. Messer in the 8th, Chimento in the 66th. And it is McIntosh with the win, 2-0 for their 12th win of the year. They're now 12-3-2. Starr's Mill dropping to 11-6. Coming up around 8 o'clock, it is match number 2 for Battle for the Troops with the boys, with Starr's Mill and McIntosh. What happens then? Jason Longshore will have the call for you here on the SDH app and soccerdownhere.net. For everybody here at SDH, I'm Jon Nelson. Thanks for hanging out with us here for the girls matchup for Battle for the Troops. Once again, your final score, McIntosh 2, Starr's Mill 0.